Do you know what your biggest mistake is? It's not failing. It's not falling. It's the desperate, pathetic way you try to save bridges that were already rotting. Before you even stepped on them, you hold the burning rope with your bare, bleeding hands, staring at the flames, praying for a miracle, while you smell your own skin turning to ash. Tell me, Puddin', does it hurt enough yet? We are raised on a diet of noble lies. They tell you that loyalty is a throne, but it's usually a cage. They tell you to fight until your last breath for people who wouldn't even whisper your name at your funeral. What a beautiful, tragic, colorful lie. They trap you in a life that tastes like copper and dust, and they have the audacity to smile and say, keep going. But I learned a secret while I was drowning in the dark. Hope is the sharpest leash ever made. It doesn't keep you safe. It just keeps you waiting for a thank you that will never come, waiting for a change that was never planned, while the fire consumes the only currency that matters, your soul and your fucking time. Most people are terrified of the smell of smoke. They're afraid of the void because they don't know who they are. Without the people who drain them, they're afraid to be alone with the silence of a burnt room. But listen closely, because this is where the magic happens. Might too. The void is the only canvas that doesn't have a ghost on it. It's the only place where you can build a kingdom without the cracks of a past that never deserved you. I had to lose my name. I had to lose my mind, my skin, my pride. I had to become a punchline in someone else's joke, just to realize that when there is absolutely nothing left, no one has any power over you. That is when the victim dies, and the sovereign is born. Power isn't found in the sunlight. It's forged in the white-hot center of the flames you lit yourself, just to watch the garbage of your old life melt away. Think about them. Those parasites dressed as friends. Those habits that keep you soft, weak, and predictable. The guilt they use to keep you in line. Strike the match. Don't explain. Don't negotiate. Just watch the fire climb the walls of their expectations. It isn't cruelty, it's surgery. It's the cold, hard hygiene of a soul that finally woke up. If you want to be a lion, you can't spend your nights listening to the opinions of sheep, even if those sheep are screaming while the field is on fire. Let them scream. Let them tell the world you've gone cold. Let them call you the villain. The madness of the survivor is the only true freedom there is. Being sane is just another word for being obedient. Fire is honest. It doesn't care about your excuses. It doesn't destroy what is real gold. It only burns the fake plating. If your world collapsed when the heat got turned up, it's because you were living in a house of cards all along. Don't cry over the wreckage. Thank the fire for being the only thing honest enough to show you that you were standing on nothing. Those who belong by your side, they won't try to put out your fire. They will bring the gasoline. They will walk through the smoke without blinking, because they recognize the smell of a soul that is finally free. The rest, they were just scenery. Background noise for a story that has finally started. Now, look at your hands. Are they shaking? Good. That's the adrenaline of the architect. Clean the soot from your face and start building. But this time, don't build for them. Don't build a porch for people to sit on and judge you. Build an empire of iron and scar tissue. Turn your pain into cold, hard discipline. Turn your silence into a strategy that makes them tremble. The world is going to offer you new matches every day, but you aren't the one being burned anymore. You are the master of the flame. You decide what lives and what dies in your presence. You decide who gets to sit by your hearth and who gets left out in the cold. Ash. So, the next time you smell something burning, don't you dare run for water. Sit down, cross your legs, paint that beautiful, terrifying smile on your face, and just watch. Might. Enjoy the heat. Enjoy the light, because some things in this world are just so much more beautiful when they are reduced to nothing but ash.